Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. I was continuously talking about the food and health aspect, mainly focusing on Kerala people, even though majority of the points are relevant for the people living in other states of India also. Kerala is unique because we are the only people. I do not mean I myself. Keralites are the only group of people in the world who do not have any reluctance even taking beef, mutton and pork in the breakfast. Not even American or European country people take that. They never take in the breakfast these type of things, even though meat is their staple food. In Kerala, beef and so on have become the part of even their breakfast. So the health conditions of the Kerala people are steeply diverting towards unhealthy level. Many a times we eat food for maintaining the health and getting the energy. But here it so happened that when the health is going to the opposite of that, and all type of advertisement attract us. Even a bottle of drinking water, when projected to the public through advertisement, that drinking water has got high dose love and affection. You just see drinking water in the bottle has got high dose love and affection. Then it attracts the ladies, women, folks, and they try to purchase that drinking water because it has got a love and affection. Do you think the water will have love and affection? And salt packet free from saturated fatty acid, if it is written, is it not like writing that INS Vikrant does not have any tire for moving in the land? It is like telling that this particular ship does not have any tire, T-Y-R-E-S, tires. How a ship will have the tires? A ship does not need a tire or a series of tires, but projecting a negative and confusing the people and trying to create a misunderstanding inside. When I say misunderstanding, mis-understanding, and extracting and exploiting them in different ways as polyunsaturated fatty acid, omega-3 fatty acid, DHA fatty acid, docosahexaenoic acid. Nobody knows what is DHA. Docosahexaenoic acid means 2 unsaturated double point with 26 carbon atoms. Who knows about it? Arachidonic acid 24, carbon atom containing fatty acid where 4 double bonds are there. It is good for our body, but it is available in 0.4 milligram, 4.4 gram is enough. That is available already in the vegetable food. But these unknown words, unfamiliar words, not commonly used words are all projected as something essential without which the human being will be affected on health angle. Such misunderstandings and wrong understandings are given through advertisements, and majority of the doctors are becoming the prey for spreading or they are the culprits for spreading this type of wrong understandings, because they are following the Western research attitudes and Western research results. And when the Western research is done mainly for the Western people whose staple food is meat, that can never be extrapolated to Indians, because our staple food is vegetarian food. We take rice, wheat, plus cereals, grains, vegetables and so on. If at all we take some non-vegetarian, that too 1 or 2 spoonful of that one, it is costly to here. Nobody in India has got meat as the staple food. So none of the research result that is coming out of the Western country can be extrapolated to Indians, because our food system is entirely different. Our tropical climatic system is entirely different compared to minus 60 degree in Canada, minus 20 degree in America, and minus 30 or 25 degree in England, and far below 0 degree in European countries. How that type of climatic condition can be imagined in India? And we need not have to give any type of such foods to protect our body from low temperature. Our condition is tropical condition. So we are all blindly forced to follow some of the research results, and that too for the multinational companies sponsored research results derived or coming out of the universities in the West. Our doctors, unfortunately taught by the medical representatives, Majority of the medical representatives have got their qualification +2 level or BCom or BA. And they are teaching MBBS, MD doctors, and they are doing the experiments on the human being as the guinea pig. And remember that one such item is the fiber. In the West, fiber is essential because they are taking meat as the food. Fat present in the meat and protein present in the meat, once digested through lipase enzyme and the protease enzyme, that will be absorbed. Nothing will be remaining in the intestine. So whatever little is available in the intestine will be accumulated for days together. That itself will be creating intestine cancer, colon cancer for the people there. But whereas in India, we used to eat large quantities of vegetables. All our vegetables have got plenty of fiber in that. Wheat has got fiber, rice has got fiber, our any grain, any cereal, any pulse, anything you take, they have got enough fiber. So naturally our intestine, particularly large intestine, will get automatically filled every day by the food what we are taking. So the tendency to eject the waste from the large intestine is very common. Indians do not face any problem for defecation because enough fiber is there already in the vegetarian food what we are taking. It is not the case with the Western people. So we need not worry too much about the fiber. Unnecessary majority of the bakeries make fibrous bread and charge heavily on that. In fact, fibrous food is the cheapest food, should have been the cheapest food, but exploited based on the research done for some other country people, and fibrous food is sold at higher prices. Anyway, fiber is not dangerous for the health. You eat as much fiber as possible, there is no problem at all. In olden days, we used to eat a rice bran cake and other thing. Rice bran is nutritious and full of fiber. And coconut is full of fiber. You know, if you chew coconut, you will be getting all the residue. It is fiber. And all the leaf curries, leaf vegetables, cabbage, everything has got fiber. So fiber is good for filling the stomach so that the tendency for defecation will be easily coming, and there will not be any residue in the intestine. Thus intestine automatically gets cleaned and no danger for the intestine. And the second benefit of the fiber, which already present in our food and we need not take additional fiber, is that it will be preventing the absorption of cholesterol. Remember that not even a single vegetable oil, not even a single vegetable item, not even a single vegetable product, whatever may that be, there is no cholesterol in vegetable system. Vegetable system has got only phytosterols, which are good for health also. Cholesterol is present only in animal product, including butter, ghee and milk, curd. Cholesterol is present. But remember that cholesterol is not a poisonous material. Our body needs 950 to 1000 milligram. That is approximately 1 gram cholesterol is needed for our body. That is essential for creating sexual hormones and prostaglandins and so on. It is essential. It is not a poisonous material. But too much cholesterol consumed through meat, egg, that will be dangerous. The reason why I say dangerous is not because it is poisonous material, but because the body knows how to make cholesterol. Body does not know how to deplete it, break it down. That is the problem. So that will be deposited somewhere. That deposition will not be as cholesterol, but as cholesterol esters with the saturated fatty acid. That is the problem. But if you do good work, manual work, body-based work, this cholesterol will never get deposited. It will be utilized and reutilized for making skin membranes, lipoproteins. So there is no health problem at all. So when people say about the food based on the research work done in the Western country, and all the Indian doctors have studied their medicine, MBBS or MD or DM or anything based on the Western textbooks. And almost all the contents in the Western textbook will be the result of their research work done for their people, not for us. So, in short, fiber is good, but it need not be given inside. Polyunsaturated fatty acid is needed for our body. That need not be given through health drinks, because that is already present in plenty of quantity in the vegetables. And fat is not a dangerous product for our body. Our body needs nearly 50 grams of fat every day. Indian average consumption of fat is 22 to 25 grams. We are far below. Definitely Keralites take non-vegetarian, so their consumption of the fat is very high. Remember that every American, even though the need of the fat per day is 50 gram, they generally eat 200 to 250 gram fat. They generally eat 200 to 250 gram fat directly or indirectly. That is the problem for Americans. That problem is not at all there in Indians. Including in Gujarat, it is not there, even though their fat consumption is very high. Sweet consumption is also very high. But searching for the black cat which is not there in the dark room, that is what Indian doctors are doing. Cholesterol is not dangerous. Cholesterol is produced in our body. It should be depleted, for which hard work is needed. Fiber need not be additionally fed in our food. It is already there in our vegetarian food. Polyunsaturated fatty acid is already present in all the vegetables. We need not think unusually about it. And anything such sort of advertisement coming through the TV media and print media for cheating the Indian people, they are all based on the Western research. I am not telling about myself. With my biochemistry background and the research done for the last 28 years in India, America and Canada, want to tell you that when the food has become a poison for us through TV and print media. Our Indian food is the best system. To Keralites, I used to say, our avial, our thoran, our melkuvarati and our sambar, olan, elisheri, pulisheri, talasheri, kolasheri, these are all best for the tropical condition. And we need not have to have a specified tailor-made food for our day-to-day survival. Take good food, enough quantity only. Live a healthy life for which food is needed. So we are eating for living. Many people are living for eating. That is another problem. And eating the chips, eating the roasted material, there is no danger at all. But don't substitute those products for your lunch or dinner. And salt is not at all bad. It is needed for maintaining 13 buffer system in our body. And we think that salt is the dangerous poison for a BP patient. But salt is needed, without which a body cannot survive. Like that, a series of misunderstandings, wrong understandings are created. in the mind of Indians in the name of corporate business management exploiting the people. And in India we had enough good water from our well. But for selling 1 liter, 1.5 liter for 15 rupees, the advertisement is given and we started stopping drinking the well water. That starts another type of disease for us. Formerly when we take a good well water, little bit of the minor dirt or other thing present in that well water used to give immunity to our body. That was very good. If it is slightly risky, then boil it and drink it. There will not be any problem. Instead of that, we started purchasing big bottle water and the body becomes like a broiler chicken. And automatically we do not do any work and will have to be carried to the hospital. When I get little bit hyperacidity or little bit headache or minor problem, I have become intolerant towards that type of problems. Because enough hospitals are there, enough doctors are there, enough medicines are there, and enough money is there in our home, where without doing any work, without doing any karma, without doing any hard work, our only job we think is to live happily by continuously eating. Eating has become the entertainment and enjoyment for us, sitting somewhere and watching the 185 channels freely available through the TV. And there starts the problem. Our body is created for working. Without work, you just see a baby, small baby, it will never sit idle. It will be going on working. A baby is an ideal model for us. It will be moving the hands, legs, the body, the head, the eyes, the nose, everything it will be moving. That is the fundamental principle needed to be adopted by the human being till the death. And we are the only people who admit the old people in the ICU, extending his life for about 2 or 3 days for our father or mother, spending 2 lakhs and 3 lakhs. With that money, the big hospitals survive. They can write anything in the bill that those medicines have been injected to the dead patient before the last breath. Nobody can inspect, nobody can even cross-check what are the medicines injected to this dead man. So the bill will be coming 3 lakh, 4 lakh, and dead body will also be coming together. See how the doctors and how the hospital authorities and how the health workers and how the TV media and print media cheating we people. Just think about it. And my advice, if you are asking a question, then how to live? Live like our traditional food, traditional way, traditional yoga, traditional lifestyle. They are all good. And you incorporate all the modern good also with that. Ancient heritage good with modern good. You will not have any problem. And particularly about the food, we have got lot of misunderstanding. So our forefathers have designed a food based on their experiential knowledge, not experimentable knowledge. Experiential knowledge derived out of many thousand years. But the modern research outputs are from the last 100 years. Other thing last 3,000, 4,000 years. So experiential knowledge is always better than experimentable knowledge, and experimentable knowledge are continuously changing. And many people used to say without a fish you cannot survive. Indian vegetarians survived for the last many millennia without fish. There was a wrong impression that essential fatty acid is to be fed. Essential fatty acid is already there in the food. We need not have to have it. A wrought iron pan is enough for supplementing the iron needed for our body. That we stopped and put a Teflon coated pan and we started taking iron capsule from Glaxo company. So we create problem for ourselves, just like closing all the doors and putting the curtain around, then switching on the tube light 3 or 4, so that sunlight will not enter, for which we need tube light. If it would have been kept open, fresh air will come and fresh sunlight will come. That will be enough for our eyes, our nose, our ears and our body. Instead of that, we close the door and switch on the fan, switch on the light, and we create our own hell and try to make it heaven artificially. My request to you, based on my own background in the biochemistry field, I am just giving you this message. Try to come back. That will be better, without losing your good from the modern also. Integrate good from the modern and good from the ancient. Thus we can have a healthy heavenly life in this Janma. Thank you very much. My pranams to you.